Amityville Horror, Murder, and the Devil's House, a quiet street in Amityville, New York. There stands a Dutch colonial house with two windows shaped like eyes, watching, waiting. It looks peaceful now. But in 1974, it became the scene of one of the most chilling crimes in American history. And what followed made it infamous as the Devil's House. It began with the DeFeo family. Ronald DeFeo Jr., a 23-year-old man, lived there with his parents and 4 siblings. In the early morning hours of November 13, 1974, something inside him snapped. He picked up his rifle and, one by one, walked through the house, shooting his entire family as they slept. No one woke up. No one screamed. The neighbors heard nothing but silence. When police arrived, all 6 family members were dead, their bodies lined up in their beds, faces down. DeFeo later claimed that voices told him to do it, voices that came from the house. A year later, the Lutz family moved in, George, Kathy, and their 3 children. The house was sold cheap, and they thought they were starting a new life. But from the moment they crossed the threshold, things were wrong. The air was heavy, cold even when the furnace was burning. The priest who came to bless the home said he heard a deep male voice growl, "Get out." He never returned. At first, the strange events were small doors opening on their own, foul smells with no source, cold spots that moved like invisible storms. Then it escalated. One night, Kathy woke to see her daughter standing at the foot of her bed, whispering to someone unseen. When asked who she was talking to, the girl said, "Jody. She lives in my room." Jody, she explained, was a pig with glowing red eyes that watched her from the window. George began waking every night at 3:15 a.m. The same time the DeFeo murders had happened, he said he'd hear footsteps marching down the hall, the sound of a rifle cocking, and whispers that told him to finish what was started. His temper grew violent. He barely slept, staring into the fire for hours, as if waiting for something to speak to him from the flames. The family's last night in the house was the worst. The walls oozed thick black slime. Doors slammed. The children screamed as furniture levitated off the ground. Kathy claimed she was lifted from her bed and thrown across the room. George saw a shadowy figure at the top of the stairs, a tall, horned shape with burning eyes. And then everything went silent. They fled the house that night, leaving all their belongings behind. They never returned. The Lutz family's story became national news, sparking investigations, books, and movies. Skeptics said it was all a hoax. Believers said the evil in that house was real, something ancient, something that had claimed the DeFeos and tried to claim the Lutzes too. Today, the Amityville house still stands, though its windows have been changed and its address altered. New families have lived there, each claiming nothing strange ever happens. Yet locals say that when the night is still and the tide is low, you can still see the faint red glow of eyes staring out from the upstairs window, and hear the distant echo of a voice, whispering, "Get out."